Hey guys, Dustin Wynn.
Hey, this is Scott Snyder.
This is Paul Dini.
And you're listening to Bat Force Radio.
And you're listening to Bat Force Radio.
You're listening to Bat Force Radio.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and you're listening to Bat Force Radio, so stay tuned.
Before I say anything, and before I do an intro, everyone's on this panel, I'm going to start recording what goes on when that intro is playing. Because, Laney, you were in the zone, bro.
Because I knew that it was like a cork, you could see it. So I was...
For now. Well, guys, welcome to the Everything Batman podcast. This is episode 31. We're doing a New York Comic Con cosplay review. You might recognize some of the people on this panel. Going along real quickly, say hello, everyone, to Lisa.
Hi. Wait.
I'm supposed to give the finger, dude. What are you doing? We got Christian.
What's up?
I'm returning for God knows how many fucking times. We got Laney.
Hey.
So, we're a week after the con, right? A week and a half almost. Week and 2 days to be more exact.
Crazy.
And some of us are still recovering from illnesses or whatever the hell the con gives us. And I don't know. So I wanted to give people a perspective of what New York Comic Con is, especially this year, before, during, and after. Obviously, after is recovery. But let's just jump right in. First off, what made you guys want to go to New York Comic Con? And I'm going to go, Lisa. You go first.
So originally me and Christian weren't planning on going. We went last year. It was fun to check out for the first time, but then we had such a good time at San Diego Comic-Con and made so many new American friends that were all going to New York Comic-Con that they kind of just like manipulated us to go. And we did get a bit of a hookup. So because badges were sold out at the time and we found a way to get badges. Thank you, Frankly Built, for that. Because that was
a way.
Huge save for us poor maple dollar Canadians. You remember how much it is for us to go for 4 days?
It was like close to $600 Canadian.
What?
Wait, for
At
both
the
of us,
time.
right?
But that's
Per?
aftermarket.
We had to buy individual day passes.
Oh yeah, we fucked up. But still, our conversion is so bad. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how we got roped into going. Had a really good time at San Diego, made all these new friends, and honestly, like meeting all those people, like has really elevated American con experiences for me personally. Or else I probably wouldn't have revisited New York, at least like not immediately.
This is so different when someone says American cons.
I know, it's weird, right?
Yeah. So get used to it, guys, on this episode.
I forget they're Canadian all the time.
Yeah. I'm like, you guys are like us. We just fucking party animals.
Well, I'm like we're right like over the border.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
I basically border New York anyways, so I can get over there in like 17 minutes. So, like,
So you're basically a New Yorker.
Niagara
She's a
Falls,
New Yorker.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my way.
Way to give your location away.
Yeah.
I said I bordered it. I could be lying.
They're going to have people like just driving 17 minutes away from every spot in New York trying to find you.
Yeah. Just down the border.
It's like, not this one. 100, trial period 150. Still can't find her.
Yeah.
How about you, Christian? Well, she pretty much gave you your answer.
No, I mean not really. So I went to this.
There was more. Take that, Lisa.
I went to this con for the first time way back when. I can't remember if it was like 2016 or something. And personally, it's my favorite comic convention because I find that it's a good balance of everything. I love New York City. I like the balance of all the comic nerds, all the gaming nerds, all the anime nerds. I feel like the convention has a really, really good cosplay scene. And I think originally when we first decided to go, I pitched the idea to Lisa. I'm like, hey, would you be down to go to New York Comic Con? Like, I've been to this a few times. That was last year.
Yeah.
And then we managed to get tickets, waiting in the queue. It was a bit painful, but we got in. So we're like, yeah, let's give it a go. And then we're also really good road trip buddies and good cosplay duos. So we're like immediately started brainstorming ideas. And like she said, like we came off the high of San Diego and I'm like, yeah, I'm down to do New York again. It's a short drive.
San Diego's a fucking high though.
Yeah.
Very different cons. For both being Comic Cons, they felt very different for like the con itself. Like I was shocked at like the lack of cosplay scene at San Diego. people warned us that it really was not a cosplay con, but when I think of Comic-Con, I think of San Diego Comic-Con. So I ended up doing all fabric-based outfits and was all like in my head because I like to show off that I was like gonna look lame and no one was gonna care about my outfit, and like nobody was wearing good cosplays. So I'm very glad that the one time I actually listened, I didn't fucking, pay for 2 extra suitcases,
Go all in.
tell myself to make all this new armor. It would not have been worth it at fucking all. Like, even with what I did wear, I feel like people just did not care as much as they did in New York.
I'll piggyback off of that. It's drivable for us, New York Comic Con. So me as a bigger dude, I have a lot of armor builds, 3D printed armor, as there's one right here behind me. I wouldn't have been able to put that in a suitcase. I feel like certain cons that I go to don't exactly fit in suitcases, or it's like Lisa said, you got to buy 2-3 suitcases just to get your armor build across, or
that's
make wings or something.
Like another couple of $100 on just getting your shit there, which is nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. So for me, like, we load up the trunk, we load up the back seats, and the 2 of us got on a road trip. So
sang your hearts out all the way there.
Yeah, actually, some more than others.
I'm sure. And then Laney, what got you into going to New York Comic Con?
The FOMO that I had from the year before not going. I didn't go to San Diego Comic Con, so New York was going to be like my big con this year, and I think it should be my big con every year because it's my favorite con. So
it's a pretty solid con. I think after going to San Diego for the first time and going here, as you guys mentioned, it's very different. New York's very structured, where it's like, hey, artists, you want to check out some artists? Go all the fuck the way over here. You can check out all the artists you want. There's some people upstairs, but the majority of people you want to check out are down here. You have a whole cosplay section, which was I think it was better this year.
I think it's fairly new. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we had it last year, I'm not sure. But also being from the East Coast, like I see all those people that go to that New York Comic Con like once a year, so it's like I see all my friends that I see once a year. Whereas like me and Lisa went to LA Comic Con once and we didn't know anybody and we were like,
But now I feel like we know everybody. I mean, I was still newer to going to like US cons, and now it's like funny that there'll be people that I don't follow, but I definitely like know them, and you just know, or you like literally people I don't even know their handles, but I'm like, I have fucking seen that guy like at cons this year now. I just see ya. You just, between like WonderCon being in Anaheim, LA Comic Con, and just being in LA, and then San Diego, like all those Californian cons, I'm like, I feel like I see the exact same like 20 people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That definitely happens because that's my life.
Yeah.
But it's more like they're in our house now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like at New York, with my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. For New York myself, I was like, this is home court, like this is my home con. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking go nuts. And I think we did a really good job with that. And we'll get to that. What did preparing for the con look like? I don't know. You guys are cosplayers, so it's different. As Christian mentioned, like you have to fucking pack your car with these builds and you're driving. So preparing for a Comic-Con is one thing. But let's go with like Laney. How did you structure what you're going to wear it per day? And what did packing look like for you? Because that's always the issue, packing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I basically was like, what have I not worn to New York Comic Con yet? I'm not going to make anything new. I have a bunch of things that I haven't worn to New York Comic Con yet. So I kind of just like packed the things that I've never worn. There was never going to be like huge wing build things that I was going to bring, because no way.
Not yet.
Not walking around New York Comic Con and that. No, thank you.
Too many people. It's New York.
But I had a lot of bags, and Woody carried most of them. But.
Pack mule.
That tends to be the job, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Woody.
He's gone.
He's gone. Oh, he's not on the floor anymore. So Christian, back to what you were saying. So how was your preparation? So you're riding with Lisa, right? So you have to count for what she's bringing with her.
Yeah,
And
we did actually have to take into consideration what each other was bringing because
especially
originally
that Barbie build.
this guy thought he was gonna bring his like fucking Venom and like all these big armors, and
I would have made it work. It's we're always like in constant communication when it comes to like prepping for the con. Like we check in, pretty much talk all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like if I know she's bringing more fabric-based costumes like Supergirl, or I don't even remember what else you wore now. But stuff like that. And Lisa's also significantly smaller than me as a person, so she can fit
which is a
stuff more
bonus.
in bags. Whereas like this cyborg armor over here already takes up a big space.
Yeah.
For me, it's all about prepping my like 3D prints to make sure that they don't get busted on the travel here, making sure none of the paint gets scraped. So how her and I pack the car is like Tetris, but like safe Tetris.
I was totally gonna say that. Yeah.
It's
We're like
Tetris.
experts now, though.
Yeah, and we know which parts are sensitive. Like all my helmets and stuff, if they fall during like you hit a speed bump, or in our case, driving to New York last year, 3 deer popped out. We almost killed them at 5 a.m. So
yeah, and like pitch black, like darkness. That was
scary. And if we
scary.
didn't have people to like hold our helmets and stuff, I'd be showing up with the broken Green Goblin ear or something like that.
Helmet goes down on 87 by any chance? Because that shit.
I have no idea.
You'd be jumping now.
Yes, like whatever. We did a toll version of getting there this year. That was like a lot better.
Yeah.
But the drive up was not fun. For some reason, we drove through like extreme fog for like a lot of the drive and pitch blackness. Like it was pretty fucking scary.
What was it like? You guys drove back not Sunday, Monday, right?
Well, no, driving to the con, we left here at like 2:30 in the morning, and like driving through all that darkness and back roads with no lights. It was also pouring rain. Then it was really, really foggy. Like I'm talking, you could see 10 feet in front of your car with the high beams. I'm like,
it was hectic.
Can we talk about how they left at 2:30 in the morning? Like I'm like messaging Lisa at like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
And we stayed up till the next night.
That's like telling everyone in the club, I'm like, I've been awake for 38 hours. How am I still going?
We drove all night. We checked in. We dropped all of our stuff. We immediately got into cosplay, took a couple of shots.
That's how you keep on going. That's the answer.
Walked over to the con, and we pretty much stayed there the whole time.
Yeah.
We met up with everybody. We took a walk around the con floor, which I thought was fun. And I think we strategically placed it so that our first day, knowing that we'd be tired, we wore our least exhausting costumes.
Yeah, that's why I did
Dark Supergirl. I did Barrett, and I'm like, I just get to walk around in normie clothes and hold a big gun. It's not that.
And you got so much attention.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Like,
it's
so
normie clothes.
It's like, when you're with someone and like every person needs to stop and like get a picture of them or compliment their shit, and you're like, "Hi, I exist too," or just the sheer annoyingness constantly being stopped. That was him.
That's also the natural instinct of men to be afraid to talk to women and ask for stuff. So it's easier to come to me and be like, "Yo, can I grab a photo?" than come to you, who's like, You know what
I fucking hate, and maybe this happens to you, Laney, when guys go to Christian and go, "Yo, can I take a photo with you?" Yeah. Like, I don't know, ask her. Like, he's not my boyfriend. Even if he was, nobody owns me. What the fuck?
My response immediately is $5.
Yo, if it works, it works.
I know. Marvin said at one point he was going to start doing that because people would always ask him. And then he'd be standing with me, and then like dudes would ask me out. And like Marvin would be like holding all my shit, and Marvin would just be like, "What the fuck? Like, no, I'm not with her." But like, how do you know that I'm not with her?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Disrespect, man. Jesus.
That's funny.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'll ask Lisa how the prep was, but I think you both just piggybacked off each other and did that. You did a custom.
That was really surprising. Was I was actually done my cosplays like a week early, which is like never happened, and I kind of didn't even know what to do with myself. So the nice thing about that is I really, really, really had time to make sure and try everything on a million times, that I didn't forget anything, that everything was as adjustable, easy to put on and off myself. Like nothing was gonna like break, no hot glue was gonna come off. Like all my costumes were like super, super, super good to go. Because usually I'm rushing at the end and something pays for it when you're like at the con. You're like,
another thing I'll add is like at least for us, like Lisa and I here in Canada, we typically build our cosplays for photo shoots or group shoots and not typically for cons. So a lot of like in this case, I think we both had our stuff ready from photo shoots. Except for your Barbie Batgirl, but you'd done Batgirl at WonderCon, you'd done Supergirl at San Diego. So I
didn't shoot any of these yet.
Right, but they were done.
Well, I mean, Batgirl, I didn't even end up shooting. So
Right.
That's kind of a waste of space in the car. Okay, the Sailor Wonder Moon was like pretty already done.
Yeah.
I just had to redo the top basically.
How did you not shoot with anyone in Batgirl?
That's this one.
Yeah. That was like already done. It's so weird. I like worked so hard to get that done for a shoot and then just like never even wore it to a con. I don't know if I just forgot or like, I don't know. But anyways.
Was that during COVID? I can't remember.
I made that. Well, I made that during 2021 because I remember I shot it in the spring right before I left for the show with Dan. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that was my most well-received cosplay I'd ever worn to a con, which like really surprised me because I don't know. I just feel like sometimes people don't take to like creative spins on shit as much as canon stuff, or they don't get it, or like, you know, the concept kind of flies over their head or whatever. But that was like the one that I like. How many times were we like, all right, like let's head out, and then we would take 5 steps, and then 25 minutes would go by again. We're like, holy shit, we just took 400 more photos. Okay.
Never leaving.
Let's go now. And then same thing would happen. And then we're like suddenly at the con like 4 hours longer than we said we would be. So there was that. Nobody shot my Batgirl yet. It was like one of those things I have to like drive to downtown and like annoyingly get ready in. I need someone who does like lighting shit. And then it's like, oh, then it was summer. And I'm like, I can't wear this in the summer. Like I'll literally like probably fucking die of like heat stroke. Now it's like, if I'm gonna shoot it, I probably should actually just shoot it soon now.
Now that it's chilly.
Today was super fucking hot. Christian, did you go outside today?
Yeah, I just got home from work like half an hour.
It's like 23 degrees though. I'm like,
it's 73 here.
This is like the Halloween weather that I always dreamed of. That
I got 64.
But it always manages to get cold as shit just for Halloween. Even if it warms back up, Halloween weekend is always fucking shit.
I woke up this morning, it was 27. It was fucking spectacular.
Yeah, that's wild considering it's like end of October.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Crazy.
So obviously great. Obviously all you guys were prepared this year around, obviously, which is good. Being prepared for a Comic-Con as cosplayers, I always hear horror stories about forgetting shit or something breaking while you guys are moving it over to the con. Now arriving, I guess. I think everyone arrived different dates. I was in New York Wednesday morning because I had to go to a signing. Laney, you showed up, I think Thursday evening, was it?
Yeah, I was supposed to actually ride either the train or ride with the Cosplay World people, like in the back of their trunk or something. Like Jason and Janine. Like I don't even know how they were gonna fit me, but Woody wasn't gonna come, and eventually I was just like, Woody, you have to come, even if you're not going to the con. And he's like, all right. But yeah, we got there Thursday, and I just walked around in like my normal, what I'm wearing right now, actually, which was awesome.
Normie clothes.
Normie clothes, because I actually got to like talk to people and like look around and do fun things that you don't do when you're in cosplay.
Other fun things, normie stuff.
Normie stuff.
True.
And I'm as a pair. I'm gonna say, so Lisa and Christian, like, what was your arrival on? You guys arrived Thursday or Friday?
We got in Thursday. We got to our shitty hotel across from the con at like 11:30 a.m.
Yeah.
And we were like able to check in like just after 12, quickly like change our clothes, and then we headed straight to the con and met up with some American cosplay friends of ours and like went around with them to all their booths and
Gotta
like
get used to that.
all the places they were getting free shit from and all this like crap and
As
took a little
I wear my Batman Americana shirt, repping.
Nice. But yeah, we ended up being there for like quite a while, and we like had like that Thursday party. So basically by the time we left the con, we quickly got Uber Eats, and then we were like off to that Thursday like bougie party.
Oh god.
The one where
Yeah.
I was like on display as like a free promo girl.
That was interesting.
A free promo girl. That's exactly what
That's what
you
it
were.
felt like. It was like, hey, you, come here and hold this mascot. Hey, you, like, come pose with this guy. I'm like, I'm not getting paid for this shit. Like, in retrospect, I probably wouldn't return to something like that unless I was just able to go. But, like, I'm not like your show pony. That was, like, kind of irritating.
That place was interesting.
I mean, I thought the venue was, like, cool and, like, it was all fancy and stuff, but it really felt like a tech guy meat market. And then, like, 5 cosplay girls, just 5 girls in general, and like people staring at my ass in my Black Canary outfit.
What about that guy? What about that guy that pinched my ass and then Dave just stiff armed him and I didn't even have time to like.
No, remember that girl dressed as Wonder Woman that thought it was cool to keep smacking our asses? I was gonna knock that girl out.
I almost punched her in the face. I was
All right,
Like
so
3 times this bitch came to me and smacked my ass, like not even as a joke, like super hard. And I'm like,
she was mad. She was one mad that I was with Woody, I think.
Two, like it hurt. It was like, and then at one
all
point,
right, hold on.
I remember
hold
she went
on.
up to
I gotta paint a
Mateo.
better picture, and I might get canceled.
She went up to Mateo and was like, I think your girl needs to have her ass smacked.
Yo, so she didn't start off as she in her life. This is the type of girl we're talking about, and
wait, what?
Yeah, that wasn't really a chick.
What?
No, I don't think. I think you're confusing her with
But
someone
the
else.
other one, there was another one who
girl
like.
that was definitely a girl dressed as Wonder Woman.
Well, there was another
No.
one who definitely didn't start off as a girl.
She didn't look like a girl.
Yeah.
Wait, the person smacking her asses you think was like trans?
Her wig was like very like this and like I was very confused what was going on.
You guys are being very respectful saying she was walking around slapping booties and talking to chicks.
Maybe
like mad at dudes, but it was definitely not 100% chick.
Oh my god, I didn't even know. Why
does that explain the strength? Because those ass smacks hurt.
Yo, well, she looked like she came from fucking Wonder Woman's island. Like, yo, she was solid. But that
causing mayhem.
There was a lot of testosterone in that person's body.
Dude, why didn't you tell us this?
I didn't notice any of that. I just was like,
well, I just didn't want to get
one more time, like
kicked out for being homophobic or transphobic or whatever the fuck it is now.
You can't just smack people's fucking asses in
regardless of who you are, like it doesn't matter.
That wasn't that wasn't a born chick, ladies.
The only reason I didn't hit them, because like I've had guys do that to me unsolicitedly in the bar, is because I thought it was like a woman, and I was like, I probably shouldn't like.
No, it definitely 100% wasn't born a chick.
So yeah, okay, well I just
get canceled, but fuck you guys.
Really okay, hold on. Let's just replay this. She walks up to Woody. She beelines it straight to Woody with her wig like hanging half off her face, like her clothes aren't even really on. She's tall as hell, and she like is like, "Oh, I really like your costume." Woody's wearing a fucking leather jacket and some black eye paint, and then she turns around and looks at me and she goes, "Where's your costume? This is supposed to be a costume party." And I was like, "I have my mask right here." And she's like, "I don't like your costume, but I like his." And then she like continues to talk to Woody and like hit on him. Yeah. So I just like turned around and then she smacked my ass and then like grabbed it. And I turned around and I was like, "What are you doing?"
That's actually so fucked up.
That's right. That's why I couldn't get involved because with that one, it's a hate crime.
That's like so. See, I don't like when people like just act outlandish and like crazy like that, but then they're like, oh, like with the mentality, well, you can't hit me, you can't hit me. Like, you can't just go around treating people like that.
100%.
I don't give a shit if you're a child. You deserve a
snap. Around and find out.
Yeah, I was very protective of my friends at that location, and when I saw that, and I was like, I'm kind of fucking stuck. I can't.
Man, I'm so mad I was so drunk I didn't notice any of this shit.
Oh man. I had a couple of drinks in me, but I was very observant. And that was not a born chick. So
did not notice.
Oh God, bad for it. Sorry guys. If I get canceled, and it's all my
So-
fault. It's because I'm just making
Thank
sure
you.
that my peoples are okay.
I
Hey,
mean,
the
it's
moral of
anything
the
bad.
story
there's
is
nothing
you
wrong.
can't smack people's asses in the bar.
Yeah,
So
don't touch
then-
people.
So then I run away from the Wonder Woman chick, like, and I'm over on the other side of the room. And then Woody goes to the bathroom, and then I turn around, and this dude just like makes eye contact with me, and I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god. And then I like turned around, and he comes back and walks past me, and he's like, hey girl, and like pinches my butt, and then slides his fingers into my ass crack, and then like cups like one of my cheeks, like let's.
What the hell was going on in this club?
So when that happened, hold on.
Really
before
was a
Laney-
meat market. Damn.
before Laney continues, I'm like spaced out looking around, like, oh man, there's mad shit going on. You had chicks on the walls just dancing, right? You had the chick who was hanging off the bar. She just finished. There was some crazy visuals on stage.
Yeah.
If you were on fucking psychedelics,
Oh
you'd
yeah.
be fucked.
Pretty sure I
And-
remember saying that to someone.
And this happened. I just hear Laney like yell, and I look at her and I was like, "Yo, you good?"
I didn't even
And
see that. I was like,
she
black.
was like, "He just grabbed my ass." And
I was
just
like going like full. I was about to go full Hulk mode on this guy, like.
yeah, that was
I would have paid to see that.
And then
So I-
Daisy like took him across the room, and then I didn't see them for the rest of. Like, I don't even know what happened to the guy.
into the elevator.
Oh, the elevator.
Yeah, what ended up happening was I grabbed him and I shoved him, and I was like, I can't beat the shit out of him because then I'm the problem, right? I had drinks in me, and I'm still thinking logically. But I was looking at my tall bouncer buddy because every time I walked by, I was like, dude, this is fucking annoying. Like, thank God we could breathe up here. And like, he laughed, and him and I were like having these jokes. But when like I grabbed the guy, I let him go for a second because someone else was like looking at, like talking to their earpiece, and I'm trying to wave the bouncers over. And the tall guy saw me over, and I was like, yo, this fucking dude. I'm like, fuck, we got to find him. He's over there grabbing fucking asses. He needs to get the fuck out of here. And we hunt him down, and he's legit to the right of the stage with a bunch of his friends. And I'm like, that's him. Get him the fuck out. But I ran back to Lane to make sure she's good because my reaction was get this dude out of here. But then I'm like, oh shit, is she all right? And then I went back, and we're like, let's get the fuck out of here. And we're walking towards the elevator. And Woody's all like, hey guys, what's up? Oh, we're leaving.
When he
And
comes
Woody's,
out of the bathroom, he's like, "Doo-doo-doo, hey guys."
Yeah,
Woody's
the
happy as
vibe
shit.
of that place was just weird. Like the crowd made it a little like
Yeah, it wasn't New York Comic Con. It was a bunch of
it
other
was
people
Tech
there.
Bros.
Yeah, it was at that
place had,
Vivo.
like, a massive line to get into, and they were like pressuring us to like only invite like females.
Yeah.
And like only
Oh.
people in cosplay could like skip the line. Like all details that were like made unclear to us until we were like in there, and they're like, no, like no guys. Like
Yeah,
Well,
and-
the
and
other
it-
thing is like they were promising that you'd have a booth with bottles, and I felt like every single time that we went to go get a drink, it was like
really
we
awkward.
were doing something wrong. But then we're like, that's what it was advertised to us.
Yeah, like so we were told that we'd be getting like that green room filled with like free booze, like stocked booze, food, like a booth and bottles. And then like we later kind of ended up finding out that the booth that we were pouring drinks from was actually that weird like sleeping pill company's booth, which would explain why like every time we went over there was people sitting there that weren't our friends, and why they were always staring at us, and why the guys would not leave me alone every time I poured a drink, because they probably thought I was like obligated to spend time with them. It was weird. It was a weird fucking vibe. I don't know. That it was just very.
yeah. Listen, at the
What
end of
was
the
I
day,
supposed to do?
thank God that day didn't get worse. We walked out of there, everyone's fine. That was Thursday.
Yeah, and that party, it was weird because that party was like massive line at like 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or whatever time it was, 7.
Yeah.
I don't even know. And then it seemed to like die out early. Do you remember that, Christian?
Yeah, we made the right call and like deciding to go home early.
What time
Yeah,
did you guys leave?
we were still wide awake, but we were like
I think we left at like 1.
we were gonna leave like I think at like 11.
12:30.
And then all of a
Yeah,
sudden we got roped
one
into
is definitely
longer because
12:30.
more of our friends showed up, and we're like,
We definitely left earlier than that. After
Yeah, we left earlier than that.
yesterday.
we
I
left
ended
I
up
think at like 12:30, Christian.
Yeah.
But we were there at like 7 or
Yeah, you guys
7:30.
were
Well, that's what we were told to be there at 7. So I'm like, all right.
And the
fuck.
line was massive when we
What kind
got
of party
there.
starts at 7?
Yeah, going forward, fuck them guys, and we're not fucking with them again.
I had fun at the Friday party.
Yeah.
But let's get through Friday. All right, cool. So Thursday happened, right?
It was
We're all live.
for Thursday.
Took a nap. Woke up. Thursday. Fucking wait. So what time do you guys go to a con on a Friday? So I have to ask this because I work for a vendor. I'm at the con at 8:30 the latest, right? I think I was on the con floor at 7:45. Yeah, I was at the con floor Friday at 7:45.
What time does it even open?
Well, as vendors, we could walk in pretty much at fucking 4. But I think the con opened at 10. Wasn't the doors open? And I think VIPs get in at 9:30.
Oh, damn, that's Die Hard.
So
Dude, I am not putting the earliest I've ever woken up for a con is when me and Lisa, we did a Disney princess group shoot at like 6 o'clock in the morning at Katsucon, and I was like, you gotta be shitting me.
I remember that.
Yeah, wake up at like 3 a.m., you psycho bitch.
You have to get like any group photos without people in it, and it worked out. I mean, we did get them on those stairs and in front of that like window and stuff, and in front of like those doors.
yeah, we're talking about New York. Let's go back to Friday.
I personally, whenever I drink or have a con, I like body clock wake up at like 7, 8 a.m. It's fine.
Yeah, we were up and out the door by like noon.
Nice. But that's all right. So good. Tell me what that was like on Friday when you guys got out the door and got to the con.
Suspiciously fun. I woke up, drank a bunch of knockoff Baileys, got ready as Black Cat, and was like, I feel great. This is so weird. Didn't eat anything and just went to the con.
My perspective was a little bit different. So I still kind of work 9 to 5 job, and I took a half day. So I woke up at like 7 in the morning after getting home. And I took a couple meetings in the hallway like a peasant.
That's what we do.
Then I came back to sleep at like 9:30. I probably shouldn't say that. And I napped until
just don't show your job this.
I don't give a fuck. I took a little nap until Lisa kind of started shuffling around and started talking, and I was like, "Oh shit, all right." And
she was like doing backflips and shit. She was like,
"Well, we were living like staying in like a box. Like our hotel was not spacious at all.
That's New York for you. Most
It
New
was
York
the
hotels are
worst
shit.
hotel I've ever stayed in. Let me start off by just summarizing.
Fancy pants, Laney.
I never write reviews ever. I just wrote out a 4-paragraph
you pulled the
thing
Karen?
about this hotel.
speak
because
to
it's
your
the worst
manager.
hotel experience I've ever had.
Wow, you put a Karen. All right.
I would never stay there again. I don't even know how they're like allowed to run. At one point, our hotel water just didn't work for hours. All the rooms just didn't have running water. Like
That's gross.
And then
when it turned on, it just started spraying brown water.
at 11 a.m., all we hear is like this bubbling, like sounds like a flushing noise, and I'm like waking up. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I go into the bathroom, and there's like brown water coming out of the shower. And I'm like,
Ew. Dude, I had such a different experience. This is why I love New York Comic Con, because I can like stay in a nice ass hotel. I like wake up whenever the fuck I want. I go get my like oat milk latte downstairs somewhere around the corner at the local coffee shop.
There's money bags over
I go
there.
get a bagel with cream cheese on it, and it's freaking delicious. And then I go back up and I get ready. Like, it's so nice. I love New York being there.
Bougie.
you gotta say it proper. You gotta get a bagel with a schmear, you know?
You have to get the
All jokes aside, the one thing
It's a
about New
city.
York is when you wake up in the morning, you go anywhere and get a decent fucking bagel, whatever the fuck you want, whatever your heart desires. You want fucking cream cheese and bacon? Cool. You want a bacon, egg, and cheese? No fucking problem. You want someone's dog and dripped in fucking cream cheese? You'll get it. Like, yo, they have all types of bagels you want. Bagels, cream cheese, whatever. So that's the beauty of New York.
and like just coffee shops everywhere.
Well, yeah, because everyone's addicted to it. You got to stay up.
I'm addicted to it.
So Lane, what was your experience Friday morning, Miss?
Like I said, I just woke
a
up.
couple of butlers showed up and they were like, "Hey, Miss Feni, what do you need?"
Basically at my hotel, yeah. So it was so nice. They were like at our beck and call. It also had like 2 restaurants in it and like 3 bars. It was really nice.
You already know who we're staying with next year.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, I mean, it was like $300 a night for Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday was like $500, and then Sunday was like $300 again. So like
that makes sense.
I paid an extra $400 for the Friday, Saturday night. but
those
whatever.
bagels.
So that's like
Isn't that the same shit that
$9,000.
we paid to live in that dump?
Yes, it's like basically the same amount that you guys paid.
I guess the difference was for us, we got out of our room and it was like a 2-minute walk to the con. You just pass all
You
the
can
horse
literally
shit.
see the Javits Center when you open the front door of our hotel. It's
If
just
New York had scooters, I have no problem staying in any
Dude.
fucking hotel in the city. But then you get hit because
I was saying like I wish we had our bikes or like a skateboard or something.
yeah, you
That
could put it in bag check.
Yeah, that would have been sweet.
I
But
just
yeah,
wish that New York was like New York Comic Con was like September or something. Like if the weather was fine, I love walking in the streets and I love walking in cosplay because I just think it's fun and everyone gets excited. But the thing about being close to the con was to avoid Ubers because the traffic's so bad, but also like the weather can be so hit or miss for October.
it's always raining.
Like
there.
next year, I'm a little bit like, fuck, it's pushed back a week further, which is funny.
Colder.
Last year it was a week earlier, so now it's really getting to like the mid end of October.
Yeah, it's typically the first week of October, which is weird. This year was weird for me. And
next year it's even later. Next year it's like the weekend of like the 17th or something.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
So
So
they already know.
So come Friday after our fun Thursday night, how was Friday for you guys?
Fun.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Like,
I
what'd
got
you do?
really drunk at the front society party.
I love how you go straight to the parties and these.
No, what happened Friday at New York Comic Con? Lisa?
Oh,
Jesus
God.
Christ, lady.
I walked around as Black Cat and I got a lot of attention and my boobies were out. Yeah. And then I met up with Grace. You know what? I love her cosplay. Some guy at one point came up to me and was like, I really love your Black Cat. That's how Black Cat should be done. Not somebody doing some weird fucking design on her, some like shit. And all I could think of was like, is he talking about Grace? This is what I mean by like people just love like simple canon shit.
Yeah, they do.
Rather than something she did, which is fucking extremely like difficult, requires like a lot of talent. Like I was just like, thanks. And I was like, what a douche.
The sad thing, a lot of people are so simple-minded where it's like art escapes them. And if it's not in a comic book, and understand the industry we're in, right? Like you guys cosplay, which is phenomenal, whether it's movie or comic book or whatever it is, your art. When you do something that's not part of the comic book thing, some people are just like, what the fuck is that? And you not think outside of your fucking bubble, you cunt?
Dude.
And you could easily like a writer could actually write that in and be like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. And it's like then your whole opinion changes, which is nuts. But like, but whatever. You always have naysayers and all the nonsense that happens.
Well, prime example is like I'm shocked that I've been receiving backlash on my pink Barbie like Batgirl. Like some men just like are like mad about it.
Hey guys, here it is, just in case
It never like crossed my mind at any point that it would like offend men. Like that literally should.
What's offending about it?
Oh, like this, like you're ruining Batman, ruining the franchise. I think you missed the point of like Dark Knight, like eye roll emoji, like just dumb fucking shit like that. Like,
I don't listen to them. They're fucking losers.
It's just again what you said. You know what I mean? If there was a comic where Barbara like had randomly like gotten a pink suit for like some fucking like Valentine's edition or some shit,
or Barbie dressed up as fucking Batgirl.
Yeah,
it's just like,
let's be honest. It's so simple. Barbie's like, I want to be fucking Batgirl for Halloween, and she dresses up like that. Then it's like, oh my god, you did it.
And no one says anything. Again, this is always like mostly just like an online thing. People in person like fucking loved it, like to the point that I was getting like kind of cranky because I'm like, can you just put the helmet on? I'm like, no, I will not put it on. I'll hold it, but I'm not putting it on. Fucking pouring sweat. I'm trying to save my hair for later. I got shenanigans and shit to show up to. I'm not washing my hair because I had to put the helmet on.
I'm trying to think.
It's really fucking hot. It's really fucking hot.
What do Friday?
What
I loved about Friday for me was I was wearing my helmet, my Green Goblin helmet, and I don't have to smile. I just have to sit there and make a plain fucking face. I could close my eyes. I could stare at someone. I could look at merch and just pretend that I'm smiling in the photo.
You don't see people that you see that you don't want to talk to.
Yeah, exactly. And then another thing, and I don't know.
And no one knows who you are, too. You could just be like fucking just incognito.
My favorite thing is I always like to cosplay villains. I mean, Cyborg. So when a kid comes up to me and is like demanding my attention and I'm already kind of tired and pissed off, I can just be a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
could
you're in character, which
scare
is great.
Yeah, I'm in character. I just laugh evil, or I just look at them with my mask has the teeth and everything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just.
I love when they cry when their parents try to go like, "Do you want a picture with Dr. Doom?" And they're like, "No."
No, I
like,
hate him. I want him to die. And I'm like,
yeah, and they like
same,
run away,
same.
and we all laugh.
So Friday's obviously a lot better than fucking Thursday.
Yeah.
Wait, what was your Friday like? You just
I wore my Michael Turner Supergirl, which is supposed to be like my comfortable one because I was like, all right, it's Friday. I still have like 2 more days of this, and I was like, doing the signings was dirty, and it was my first time, and I was like, I need to be comfortable, so I wore the easy costume, but that was the one that I did like the most. Like people were like, "Oh my god!" and like did the most photo shoots of. I did like 800 photo shoots in that outfit, which I've already done a million times in that same outfit. And I'm like, all right, well, this is me now. I'm just Michael Turner Supergirl. That's it.
This is who you are. I remember
nobody cared about my other costumes like the rest of the time.
I made sure to run over to your signing and take some embarrassing videos and manage, I guess, because that's apparently what I do for you.
Yeah.
So Friday was dope. I think I had a dope Friday too. I walked around a little bit. I was a little busy because I had to finish up things I had to get signed for clients. But the cosplay presence was actually pretty powerful there on Friday. Even after with the high alerts, I think New York City was on almost like red, because everyone was worried about like any terrorism and stuff, and which is stupid because it's like when you know it's gonna happen, nothing happens. But like there were so many cops out on the streets, it was nuts. Yeah. But Friday after hours, there was an event we had to go to. All 4 of us we had to go to apparently, and it was the event over at the 230 on 5th Ave rooftop lounge.
I really like the venue.
Yeah, it was super nice. We even went up on the rooftop, and it was like even cooler up there.
I wish that we like stayed a little to like experience that, but I guess you guys went after we moved bars to go to Star Child.
Well, yeah, you had another predicament, and
our other friends got like bottles, and like they put on like a whole celebration for them, like this other nice rooftop like reached out to our friends Corey and Desi. They're like very well known content creators. They do some cosplay, so we had to double agent it and go to that after, which was also really fun. What I remember.
But that's good to have. That's good to have. It's also tough to like double like. It's good to have a backup. It's tough to have a backup.
Yeah,
like I had a backup too, but it ended up being like a bunch of us hung out on the rooftop, and a bunch of people were hanging out on the dance floor downstairs. There was another dance floor on the opposite side. There was like Gen Pop in one location, New York Comic Con in the other, and some mixture of people upstairs. And I think
and then Dave brought me up to the rooftop to hang out with his friends, and then he left for like an hour and a half.
I was up and down. I was dropping people off.
And I was like talking to these guys, like, so how you guys know Dave? And they like don't know Dave, and I'm like, what?
No, they know me, but it wasn't like
no, but like you guys weren't like friends, and I was like, who are these people?
Hey Philip, sorry, bro.
Wow.
No,
but
having a backup plan is really good because we didn't know what to expect with any of these cosplay parties, and this was the first con that like we had Thursday, Friday, Saturday plans all predetermined, like weeks in advance. We're like, that's kind of nice because normally we're scrambling and no one's like been around, so nobody knows where to go, or everywhere's too busy, or like blah blah blah. I will say that's one thing I loved about San Diego was you could just like walk into any bar on like gas lamp area and like it was great.
Yeah.
Bar hop, no lines, no like cover really, like that was sick. But New York, right? You want to make a good choice because you don't want to be paying $30 for an Uber, sitting another 25 in traffic. Like it's
no, you don't get, depending on where you're going, you don't get an Uber. If you're a mile away, you walk. That's my rule of thumb because at the end of the day, you either get an Uber unless it's like, I don't know, 11:30 at night till like 6:30 a.m. You're not going to go anywhere outside of the.
I mean, we got an Uber. We should go to the Friday party, and then we got an Uber to go to the next bar. I think I don't remember. Did we get an Uber to the strip club, or did we walk?
All I saw was a
No, it
Christian
was a piggyback ride.
talking about Lisa and an Uber. So I know that you guys took an Uber at some point.
That was on Saturday.
That's sad.
That was on Saturday.
Oh, we didn't
on Saturday.
Okay, we didn't get there yet.
So Friday wasn't as entertaining as Thursday, but it's way better than Thursday was.
Yes.
I think one of the highlights, and I have to mention it, one of my buddies, JJ, he's actually 23 years old. And we got bored and we found these two balloons. We found a 4 and a 0. And we started telling people that it was his 40th birthday. We got a video of like I think it was like 4 or 5 women singing happy birthday to him. And like at the end, this one girl turns around. She's like, "You're not fucking 40." And I'm fucking dying laughing. And I'm like, "Benjamin Button." And
wow,
that was great. That was great. So
some shit that I would do.
Yeah, exactly. Finding ways to entertain yourself.
Why not? You have to, and that's what it is. We were surrounded by good people, right? It was New York Comic Con people. A lot of people showed up in cosplay. The DJ was good.
People got really into the dressing up for that party. I would have like boiled to death.
That was it. I think for a Comic Con party, like that was pretty legit. I think we would have done a better job if they would have told us more beforehand.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that we actually had like random booths of alcohol we were allowed to just have. That was actually really nice.
I had no idea.
That's a really nice surprise. And they were
that was happening.
Actually, like,
oh yeah, they brought in bottle after bottle.
It. Yeah, like because
what?
we went in and when we discovered that, the first thing I said was, "Time to overpour the shit out of this drink because I'm not paying for drinks in this bar." And then I really didn't need to. It's probably why I got so.
They kept refilling it.
Nobody was like checking to see if we should be sitting there or not either. So they just kept like bringing out bottles and bottles and bottles.
No one told me anything.
It was so weird. I've never seen that at a bar where they just had like 3 tables of bottles.
Yeah.
And like anyone could just sit there, drink it. Like nobody was doing anything to stop anything. So
I got an email to send after this podcast.
Also, did you guys get commission money for tickets? I didn't check my PayPal.
No, not yet. Not
We
yet.
got the email though.
Oh, yo, Lisa, come on. I'm recording.
Did you get
here.
the email though, Dave?
We can't be telling the people all this shit. All right. Like, say this for the after the podcast. We made money, bitches. No,
I didn't actually check my PayPal.
I checked my podcast. I checked my email and my PayPal and all my finances religiously. We haven't got nothing yet. Once I do, I'll message you guys.
I can't wait. We have to compare like what we've all made.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't actually make any sales, and then they probably just sent that to everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't get an email. I got a direct.
I'm gonna look literally right now. So
okay, so we're not going to talk about this. We're going to keep it forward because remember I said an hour, and look where we're at. We're only on Friday night.
Yeah, Lisa.
Like I said, so now, so after Friday night, right, and we all went out, had a good time. Nothing bad happened, thank God. I think the worst thing was I stopped at an ice cream truck at 2:30 at night, and man, that fucking ice cream was banging. But on Saturday, right? Saturday's supposed to be the big day. And for those of us who've been at New York on Saturday previously, first off, what was the difference this Saturday compared to most? And how was your Saturday?
Much less people on this Saturday for some reason.
No, people were paying $400 a fucking ticket. It was dead.
There was nobody there.
Yeah, Thursday was busier than Saturday.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday was busy as shit. Sunday was the busiest, but we didn't get there yet. But yes, I guess wasn't that the day it was raining?
Yeah, it was raining, and I think people still had the fear of the
terrorism.
So
yeah,
it sucks. So it was like, really, at all fucking weekends, guys, you want to fuck up the nerds?
Yeah, it was really tame on Saturday. Usually on Saturday, you can't even like move in the vendor hall. Like you're just taking like little baby steps, and people are stepping on your cape every 2 seconds, and that's
on your cape. Yeah, because I walk over my cape too.
Last year Saturday, I remember I was wearing my big Venom costume, and it was so crowded that like I couldn't handle the heat and the claustrophobia that I had to like run out and I almost fainted because
True.
just being smothered of layers and layers of layers of people. And I had a handler too, and I couldn't move. So I'm like, fuck. But this year, I mean, I can't really say much for this year. I didn't make it to the con till much later in the day due to Friday night's
Oh, I
shenanigans.
forgot. Yes, Saturday I had to go to the con solo.
I woke up at 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. and I went for the last 2 hours.
Lisa was like, Christian's not gonna make it.
Literally,
I
I'm
don't
like
think I've
sitting
ever
in
done
bed.
that.
It's like 8 in the morning, and I just shoot up with all my energy. I'm like, I'm gonna get ready for the con, and then I like kind of just wait with my hair and makeup done, like looking at my phone for a while. Finally, it's like noon or something. He rolls over. He's like, I can't. You have to
go without me.
I don't
And
even
I'm just
remember
like,
doing that.
You did. You literally said the words, I can't. You gotta go.
Didn't you
without
ask
me.
me to like zip something up? Or
At one point, yeah, I'm like, well, I was so annoyed because I sat there for like an hour with my makeup done, or I would have fucking been out the door already. And I'm just like,
Yo, hold on, stop. You can't say zip something up. Like,
he did like
a costume.
I did have to,
all
like,
right, there we go.
But on like
I'm just-
most of my outfit,
It's
and
for
then
the
I'm
listeners.
I like leaned over to this fucking jackass, like laying on the bed. I'm like, can you at least zip up the zipper? And you're just like, ugh. And I'm like, thanks, I'll put the rest on now. Bye. Like, thank God I make like as much as I possibly can for my outfits, even if it requires extra steps to be able to get them on and off myself, because a lot of people's costumes require like someone has to like put this on the back, someone has to zip it up, someone has to like put the like adjust this. Like I pretty good because nobody fucking helps me at home or would I make content or anything. So
I cannot get into any of my costumes by myself.
I need to get like a magnet on like a rod or something to do zippers up, and then I'll fuck with any of you people.
Yeah.
Gotta
The
train
real
those
test
motherfucking
fit is at the
squirrels.
con.
Yeah.
You gotta train those squirrels to fucking help you.
I know, make yourself fucking useful.
Yeah, I feed you, bitches.
Can't be like those Disney squirrels making me outfits and shit.
Yeah.
I Snow
Like
White.
Snow White.
She's gonna be in the background like, oh,
Yeah.
like the squirrels are just doing everything.
That's exactly what goes on.
Like flying everywhere. Like
Oh, this
Dead.
looks great.
Yeah.
You need to make that an anime. That'd be so fucking funny if you like to animate like squirrels fucking putting your fucking suit on.
Trust me, if like animation was in my wheelhouse, I would have already made like a web cartoon series of me by now.
I got some people you could talk to because that'd be fucking hysterical. And I think that'll help a lot. So Saturday, Laney, what was Saturday for you?
I feel like I worked the entire day Saturday because I did the Zerty signings and then we did
It's not really work. Like you're having a good time. Like,
well, yeah. But I mean, like I was at a booth most of Saturday.
Social interactions with con-going men is exhausting. I would just like to say, sir. So it is work, even if she's just sitting there.
yeah. Oh my
It's
god, I really
like-
love your work. Everything's great. Everything you do is
And like the amount of
love your
people
stuff. I've been following you for 7 years.
It's like, yeah. Took me a minute to understand you were imitating. Yes. Like, you know, I don't know about you. You're probably
Tired of those guys.
but it
I'm not
gets
trying
to
to
a
say anything
point.
bad about you guys.
Gets to a point where I just like, I gotta cut it off. I'm just like, all right.
So, okay, there was this old man that could barely walk that came up to Nathan and he was like, you know, I really love your art, but if you were a woman, it would be much better. and I was just like, what? And then Nathan goes, wait, what did you just say? And I was like, don't make him repeat that. And then he repeats it again.
One more time for the people in the back.
Oh my god, this is like the most awkward thing. And then the guy just like stumbles away, like.
That's probably the sound he made. Yeah, I would imagine.
We said his piece.
Yeah, no, the social interactions, if like there was a fly on the wall or someone to record like the conversations and things that like people say and do to like cosplay girls, you know.
And also like I wasn't allowed to take pictures with anybody while I was at his booth, which is understandable because it's like literally every single person that comes up and like we don't really have time while there's like a massive line and we're signing. And I had to like tell everybody like every single time I was like, I can't. And they get all like depressed and disappointed and they're like, like they hate me then.
No, just saw him. You had a signing at your booth upstairs.
The amount of people that like brought me their stuffed animals to like hold and take pictures with is also a thing.
No, I've had that at con. Someone gave me a live turtle to hold for photos.
I saw that. I saw
They
the turtle.
stuck in a legit turtle.
And he glued Ninja Turtle weapons to the back of it, or taped it, or something.
Okay, but that's so much cooler than a stuffed animal.
Oh,
I know,
shit,
but
you
it's
make
just
me fucking
fucking
pass
funny.
out.
Like,
This is hysterical.
yeah,
I saw the turtle. That was amazing.
yeah, we were dying.
But then I did the meet and greet thing at like 6.
Was that in the cosplay area?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Woody and I were upstairs just fucking sharing Theo Von quotes to one another, just dying laughing.
You guys were just having a good old time while I was busting my ass working all day. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I worked
Now
too.
I'm glad that I have no guesting perks or anything. We just run around. I'm kind of drunk on Bailey's, and then I run away.
Yeah.
I know. So what I'm gonna do next time, Lisa, next time I see you, I'm like, yo, I got a Bailey's for you here. And just walk away.
I honestly don't think that you would. I mean, I don't know, but it is very like you have to be here at this time. Like, and that's why I kind of like New York Comic Con this year, because it was like normally if you're like a guest the entire weekend, you have to like be at the booth from like 9 a.m. open to like until it's over with.
Yeah, you seem like you had way more obligation though than like everyone else we know that was like in the cosplay alley. They literally had like an hour range that they were signing prints.
Well, yeah, that was my cosplay. I had like an hour thing there, but the Zerdy stuff was more.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine.
My bad. Jesus Christ, Lane. I switched it up for you at MegaCon.
No, it was so much fun. I loved being with Nathan at the booth. It was the best time ever.
Yeah, Zerdy's great. Zerdy's great, and so is Maggie.
Yeah, they're both hilarious.
Yeah,
I love them both. They treated me good, for sure.
That's a good Saturday considering that what the turnout was. You know, we all spoke about Saturday being a lot smaller than it was previous times, and Thursday and Sunday being way busier than a Saturday, which is weird to me because people pay so much money for a Saturday ticket.
Yeah. I kind of liked it, how chill it was, though. Like, I actually was able to, like, walk around.
Oh, man. It was easy for me. I was walking around with Alan Reed. She was doing Melina for the last time. I was, like, pretty much her handler. And I was like, this is easy being a handler on a Saturday? And I was like, yeah, it's not a regular Saturday.
Yeah.
Because if not, I would have been like, oh, fuck, I gotta punch people in the face and be a bouncer. I'm not about that life. What you guys do after the con on Saturday?
What did we do on Saturday?
We got Uber Eats and then we went to fucking Sonic Boom.
Oh, I didn't. What did I do on?
I think you went out to an actual dinner. Maybe it's funny.
No, you went out to eat. You went out to eat because I went to a steakhouse with my team with the guys.
Yeah. We were like exhausted. We were all exhausted. Yeah. Me and Woody went to like a fancy ass dinner and then like went back and went to bed.
Yeah, I had an edible. I went to fucking Uncle Jack's Steakhouse and it was fucking glorious.
We almost walked in there because you said you were at a steakhouse, and we were passing it, and I looked up and it said steakhouse, and I was like, I bet that's where Dave is. Yeah,
we had it upstairs, and it was like 50 of us.
Damn.
And I just did that. We had a couple of artists with us. I'm not gonna say any names. That was cool. And then after that, it was like almost like it was like 11:30, and I was like, this is such a young New York night. And I'm gonna go back to my room.
I was so tired. I was ready.
Go to bed. Lisa, Christian, you guys went to Sonic Boom. You said, how was that?
Yeah, after I brought myself back to life and swore I wasn't going to drink.
Nope. A couple of shots later.
I was ready to go again.
Actually,
let's go, buddy.
Honestly, I felt like complete shit until I took another drink.
I would say Sonic Boom was not my scene. I'm just a little surprised that they advertised it as sold out when it very much had a lot of space in there.
Oh, so more people wanted to pay more money. That's like New York
I think
shit.
For Sonic Boombox, for us, it was like similar to some of the parties we have back here, which are like your typical con after parties. We weren't not exactly our style. What made it like fun for us was just having our friends there.
Because we had like a group.
We had
of
a good crew of people,
8 or 9 of us that like from our area and stuff that all like collectively met up together. But we ended up leaving and going to another bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. It worked out.
Yeah. I mean, it was still overall, it was still a good time. You know, we had drinks, we took cool, goofy photos, danced around like idiots, and then we hopped over to another party with some of our friends, and that was I think also a Comic-Con after party, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just
MK?
very different vibe. We ended up knowing the DJ, and then we're like, wait a minute, this is your party? What the fuck? Like, because we knew of other Comic-Con parties, but we didn't know if that was one he was throwing. It was so weird. I don't know.
That's New York for you. You find out shit last minute, and then it's like, oh
Yeah.
fuck.
We got home at like 5 a.m. that day.
Oh my god! Did you really?
All right.
Laney, we stay out very late. We
Dude, I
get up
can't
very,
sing.
very early. We just thrive on, I don't know, friendship or some
Adrenaline.
shit.
No, I think
Bailey.
I always tell people there's like con energy. Because like I'll go out, like I have a wedding to go to on Saturday. I'm like, I'll probably be up to like 1:30. Call it a fucking night. But in San Diego, I think one night I was out to like 4:30, and I was like, fuck, I need to get back to my Airbnb. And then I woke up 3 hours later, jumped into a fucking shower, and got to the con. And it was like, oh man, hungover. I'm tired as shit. But I'm like, nah, bro, I'm in San Diego Comic-Con. Let's go. And it's like, it's con energy. There's a different energy when you are on your own and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hang out with a couple of friends and do this. And then it's like, no, when I'm at a Comic-Con, like, yo, do you understand that majority of my fucking social media friends are gonna be hanging out? We're fucking partying, we're going in, and I don't think people understand how close a good portion of us are. Where it's like we go out and then it's like we're hanging out, it's 2, it's 3, and then it's like, all right, I'll see you in the morning. And it's like people are like, oh no, you guys are just Instagram people. And it's like, oh no. We fucking ball the fuck out when we finally get to hang out, and then we wake the fuck up and do it all over again.
That probably is the difference, because that's like how San Diego was with us too. We even kept being like, how are we not tired?
Yeah.
Every morning I'm up like fucking like 9.
To be fair,
goes out till 3 or 4.
To be fair, San Diego is a fucking cheat code because the weather was fucking like 71 to like 82 the entire fucking time there.
Yeah.
There was no clouds. The sun was beaming. It wasn't hot. You could fucking scooter everywhere. They shut down streets. Like San Diego is a fucking cheat code, man. I'm not gonna miss San Diego for the rest of my life.
Okay, well, maybe somebody could get me in this year.
Maybe I already got you a ticket. But the one thing about San Diego, I'm gonna say is I'm gonna work my whole life around San Diego Comic-Con.
Fair.
I mean, that's how we met you. So
yeah.
We met you in that bar.
I like fucking 12 o'clock at midnight.
Susie.
Like I wasn't shit faced. Yeah, with Susie. Shout out to my homie Susie. Susie creates. Give her a follow. She's fucking amazing. Everything she does. She's actually doing a tutorial right now with the new Captain Marvel suit. Follow her on TikTok. But yeah, San Diego, being a New Yorker, San Diego was a whole different vibe. And I wasn't tired at all any moment in San Diego. I was just drunk knowing that I needed to get back to my fucking room.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. But so Saturday was legit in New York. We're not talking about San Diego, right?
I wasn't even there, so fuck you guys.
You'll be there next year, trust me. So we Saturday was dope. Saturday was pretty legit. We all did our separate things. I had a steakhouse dinner, and a lot of people kept on giving me fucking steaks. I was mad high, so I ate more. Those gummies, bro. Listen, get these New York gummies. You get a New York gummies. Don't eat the 50 milligrams. When you eat the 50 milligrams, you're gonna be fucking hungry. And that's what happened. So after Saturday, like I woke up Sunday early as shit, and it was drizzling a little bit. I went over to the Whole Foods. I picked up some like those immune shots because we all know when you're hanging out with a bunch of people, you need like that ginger and turmeric and lemon shots in your system or whatever. Or not, or just take straight up shots if you're Lisa. But I'm not saying nothing wrong. You're just smiling.
Hey man, right. I got a lot of energy. I'm doing something right.
I don't know how you do that.
Fresh tequila, it works. So Sunday, I get to the con and I'm like, "Fuck, this is the last day. We're good." I'm at the con at 8 a.m. What are you guys doing on Sunday morning?
Getting ready to go to the con.
Yeah, I think we were up at like 9:30 or 10 after coming home at 5.
Yeah, I think I got up at like 8.
Oh yeah, we stayed up when we got home. Remember, I got Uber Eats and everything.
Oh yeah, so did I.
What the fuck did you guys get for Uber Eats?
You guys got for like 2 hours?
I can't remember.
I got a salad at like 4 a.m.
Oh, I ended up getting a bagel at 5 in the morning.
Fucking kidding me? You
So
know
then
the law truck?
So then you slept for like 2 or 3 hours and then went to the con again on Sunday?
All right, so hold on. Let me just tell you this. First off, anytime I walk out of a bar in New York, I find a halal truck. The halals in fucking New York are better than any halal anywhere in the fucking world. And for $7, they're just like, hey, what do you want? All right, motherfucker, let me get some lamb chicken over rice. Skip the veggies because I'm drunk. I need everything else to help me. And they're just like, all right, cool. $7. Boom. I bought halal for like 17 people Saturday night. I just stood there and I was like, yours is bought. Yours is bought. Yours is bought. Yours is bought. I was like Mr. Beast. I'm the worst drunk.
Yeah.
Like, I start paying shit for people.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you got Uber Eats. I hope it was like John's Pizza or something. Like something decent.
I got bullseye bagels at 4:35 a.m.
I got salad and I don't remember where it was from.
It was
I got
solid.
a Reuben bagel. And I paid extra to priority deliver it to me so I could get it faster.
Same.
Yeah,
I was
I
not
do not
fucking
recall
around
this,
with that
but-
shit anymore.
You guys have more money than I do because fuck. Obviously, the three of you have more money than I do because fuck. Although there's an article in the BBC about how much money you spend in the New York Comic Con.
Yes, Dave spends the most.
Lisa and I both are in there.
I probably
Lisa
spent
and I were honest. I should bring that article up. I'm gonna see if I can before the podcast is over. But that article explains what the cost is for different people at the Comic Con.
I'm cheap.
I think I said 7 to 9K, but I'm a little different. Lisa,
I don't buy shit at the con.
I know I buy. I get shit graded. I sign for. I pay for signatures, and I flip shit, so I make my money back. What the hell is that, Lee?
This is the only thing I bought.
Oh wait, we're not there yet. Sunday. So I will talk about this article on a later date, because there's supposed to be a follow up after that, Lisa, and I'll let you know when that happens. Until then, hey guys, let's go back to Sunday and thank God for the recovery food we got Saturday night.
Yeah.
But Sunday, I woke up Sunday like nothing happened because I was I had an edible in my system. I had a mad steak. I had like about 24 ounces of steak in my system. And
sweats.
Oh, that's the me sweats. You don't want to see me in a fucking all you can eat.
No, I don't.
But
he's a big dude. He's got to eat a lot, you know.
Yeah, all the cows die. All the cows.
Okay, next, moving on.
They're dead already. But Sunday morning, Sunday's tough because Sunday's a day where like a lot of people bring their kids, their family. A lot of vendors do a lot of like closeout sales because they don't want to bring the shit back with them. Sundays are also a very popular day because it's Sunday. So after church, people have something to do. They go to the Javits. I don't know. I'm not giving people reasons to go to the Javits Center, go to New York Comic Con. But between you guys, what was Sunday for you?
The most photos I've ever taken at a con day.
Yep.
Mad kids.
Kids, yeah, lots of kids.
Okay.
Yeah,
Lisa's like, no, they weren't kids. They were like fucking 35-year-olds.
I had a lot of kids come up to me, I guess. But yeah, Lisa had the Hobbit-looking crew. Unexpected journey their way over to.
Fuck's sake.
That's awesome. And they can't smell the alcohol off you, so like you're all covered up.
I really did drink a lot every day. I kind of just need to drink before I go to cons. It makes it so much more fun. I think
Makes you tolerate people more.
WonderCon was my, I think, first con. Like, it was like
You're more of a people person
to go to the con, and I was like,
You're
This is the best ever. And then it's just
like,
Lisa's like, let me just rip these 3 shots of tequila, and
Yeah.
I'll love everyone. And I was like, oh my god, everyone's fucking great. But I was like, Lisa's showing up to a con sober. Get the fuck away from me.
literally,
You know?
that's the difference.
That is an exact scenario that has probably happened close to 16 to 25 times.
Hey, weirdos.
Yeah, I know.
Just make sure you bring like a shooter with you. And she definitely likes Bailey's.
yeah, Bailey's.
Bring the Baileys over.
So you guys have that knockoff shit at the CVS, Carolians or
No one buys anything at
Diamond,
CVS, Lisa.
$10
So first
bottle,
off,
it's big.
Also, nobody chugs Bailey's.
no. Stop this.
You know
Stop
who's
this.
never had Bailey's in her life is me.
For
The more we've talked in this hour, the more I'm like, you're always like, bitch, why am I not in your room? Why did someone else take that spot? I don't know if you would like to be.
I don't think they could. I don't think
Laney will probably punch you in the face.
I don't
She'd be
think
like,
I
You
I'm
walk in at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Why don't you eat real food? How did you not eat anything? It's been 30 hours. This Bailey stuff is gross. How are you taking
There's
children?
us
Why are you
shoving
drunk?
6
I'm
bags
not
of
cutting any of this off, so continue, please.
So basically what you're saying is we can't be friends because I eat and you don't, and I sleep and you don't.
And
Alex.
she fucking drinks.
Other
like a
people do.
motherfucker,
I
you know.
just, I am my own breed.
Nah, listen, at the end of the day, sometimes twins are different
Fraternal.
and they still love each other. But
Yeah, we just can't share a room together. It's fine.
they respect each other's differences.
I think
So-
you would just hate how late we stay up and how early we get up normally.
I just can't live that life.
the popcorn.
You know what we could do though
Oh,
is we could stay in the same hotel, just different rooms.
So
Might have to do that.
I'm gonna say this
With
in front
like
of everyone.
controlling doors.
I'm gonna get an Airbnb for San Diego, probably January.
Do they have Airbnbs that are right down there by the con, or are they an Uber away?
I'll let you know when I find out in January.
Do people rent out condos they own, in the hotels or whatever?
Lisa, I'll tell you in January.
I'm just asking because
No, I'm gonna be honest, because
Thank
what I saw, I wasn't prepared to go to San Diego this year, and I started looking at things, and I'm like, oh man, that's a fucking big ass house. Shit, they got a fucking pool. I'm in. Oh man.
and then it's nowhere near the con.
Yeah, but honestly,
I like walking.
yeah. I'm listen. I'm from Jersey. I worked in New York. I love fucking walking too, and 5 miles is nothing to me. So hey, Lisa,
Yeah, well, you're not
has to be walking too.
in heels, so shut up.
Well, I have a back, and you want to piggyback, you could jump on my fucking
Okay,
back,
well,
and I walk you.
Since this blonde down here at the bottom doesn't want to stay in your Airbnb, I'll stay in your Airbnb. And
Yeah. So no, I'm gonna find something, and I'll let you guys know. That's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna find something.
I'm still gonna try definitely when the hotel block opens, the lottery. We had a friend that told us the 8 closest out of the 20 hotels and was like, you want one of these 8 or you might as well just
get the
go
Airbnbs first. Get the Airbnbs.
get
first.
other
Get Airbnbs.
options or whatever. I don't. Well, we didn't even we were new to all this shit, but we did actually get one in the block and we walked every day and it
Yeah.
was.
I'm new
chill.
as shit. My Airbnb was fucking 30 minutes away. It was half a mile. So it was that's nothing. I jumped on a scooter every single time, and I got to San Diego. But
they have scooters. We could scoot for sure.
I scootered everywhere in San
I'd be
Diego.
down to scoot for sure.
Yo, when we hung out, when I finally met Lisa and Christian, fucking Susie stopped me from jumping on a scooter to get back to my fucking Airbnb. I was kind of shit faced, but I was scooter ready. I'm always scooter ready. Listen, at 6'7", I'm gonna tell you this, guys, right now. I played basketball for a real long time. I'm well balanced, and no one understands how well balanced I am, but me. I rollerblade, used to.
Big tree fall hard.
I still got them, Laney. So when we get a chance to rollerblade together, I got my rollerblades.
San Diego.
And I'm crazy balanced. So if it wasn't Susie to stop me, I probably would have fucking screwed.
Lisa, do you roller skate? Did we talk about this?
I know how. Yeah, I just don't own any right now. I've thrown out any of the last pairs that I've owned.
We should do a roller derby
cosplay
group and actually.
You heard this here first.
Don't tempt me.
Guys, we're not
For like a
cutting this
warmer
shit.
con, I'd consider. Can you wear those in the con though, or they get mad?
You
I mean,
could. I've seen vendors and people wear them at different cons. It
Um,
depends because you have like roller skate Harley from the was it the Emancipation of Harley or whatever the fuck?
yeah.
we could
I
do
think
that.
our friend who cosplayed Ken for New York Comic Con wore rollerblades in the con. Did he not,
Yeah.
Christian?
I don't
Or was
know.
it? He either had Heelys on or it was rollerblades.
It's
think
not
he
a
had
weapon.
Heelys.
You're fine.
Oh, it was just Heelys. What a lame.
Or
ass.
just fucking walk in with your sneakers and put the fucking things on, put them in your backpack, and or your boyfriend hose them, or whoever the fuck hose them, and you're good.
No, I want to wear them in the con.
Yeah, it's
I
kind of.
want to roller skate around.
Yeah,
I feel like San Diego would be okay for that because there's like room, but also there's so much outside walking. Like that whole harbor front area with all those like free displays and like things that's like all smooth like concrete.
Okay, I'm gonna jump back to Sunday because we're still recording, and Laney was like looking at her face,
I
and
got
we're talking
something-
about San
I have
Diego.
something in my eye.
This is all going on the podcast.
Okay, I didn't say anything bad.
No, nothing, not yet, at least. So, Sunday was a cleanup day. Sunday for me was okay, cool. I know I had cousins who would show up. They fucking found me. Hey, Mercedes. Hey, and your daughters. We took a picture together. I brought them through Artist Alley and introduced them to some people. And they're like, "Oh, you know these people?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know a couple of the peeps." And then we also in Artist Alley, Laney actually finally got to meet Scott Snyder for God knows how many times.
I blacked out when I talked to him again. I have no idea what I said. And also, Woody told him, there he is.
Yeah, look how goofy you look. I love it.
I don't even remember taking that photo. But we waited in line for so long. We waited in line for like 2 hours. And this lady, okay, hold on. Rewind. I didn't even realize this until later after we left the con. But this lady took me back behind the scenes to go to this like quicker bathroom because she was standing in line with us for some reason. And she was like, "Oh, you have to go to the bathroom."
Crew member.
Yeah, crew member.
Yeah.
I definitely saw Norman Reedus back there.
Yes.
And
That where you walk through was where the stars go to. So you
yeah, I know. Everybody was back there, and I was just like,
Yeah.
"Ugh."
You could legit just hang back there and get all the pictures you fucking want.
Yeah,
if you hang out there for like 2 hours, you get like $1,500 worth of fucking pictures.
But then I got this. I blacked out when we were talking, and he said, "Why did you wait in line? Don't ever wait in line to come talk to me." And then I almost passed out. And then Woody was like, "What?"
Go ahead.
No, and then Woody was like, "Okay, man. Hey, man, I love your art." And I was like, and then we walked away, and I was like, "Did you just tell him you loved his art?"
So, all that being said, Scott does a lot of great writing. He's also a good friend of the Bat Force. And Laney over here is a huge fan of Scott Snyder. So, for those of you who haven't been following, the last couple of years, I've been pretty annoying by recording Scott Snyder sending Laney videos on how she should have been at New York Comic Con, how she should have been at San Diego. New York Comic Con last year twice because that was funny. And San Diego.
So annoying. He's like, "Who is this Laney chick? I hate her." She's
no, because he knew you by name, so shut the fuck up. This is me, guys, putting my talent in place. And then San Diego, I saw him again, and he was like, "Hey, is Laney around?" I was like, "Oh, Laney's not here." I'm like, "Can you give her shit again?" And he was like, "Yeah, cool." And Scott is a very gentleman. Scott, if you ever ask him to do anything, he's not going to say no. And he's some lovely video message to Lane saying, you know, hey Lane, I wish you were here. Can't wait to see you at San Diego, at New York Comic Con, whatever, and blah blah. Then in New York, I realized on fucking Sunday, Laney did not see Scott Snyder yet.
Did not.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? We have to stand in this line now because we have to act like civilians, to be fair, right? Like, I'm sorry for you listeners. You're civilians.
We can't
And
cut in line.
we're gonna stand in line. I stand in line. Laney stands in line. A lot of us stand in line for shit. And we stood in line for a bit. It was pretty eventful. There was like Woody and I got Woody's pick to fit my my contact my contact on my phone. Met a couple of people who worked there.
So then we get up to the front of the line and we're about to talk to Scott, and Dave goes, I'm going to go pee. And I was like, you're not going to fucking leave me right now. He knows who you are. He doesn't know who I am. I'm going to get up there and be like, hey. And then, of course, Dave actually made it back from the bathroom. I just see his big ass, like, head bopping around. Like, from
Can't lose me.
Can't lose you. I was like, oh, thank God.
For those of you, I'm 6'7". You can't lose me at a con.
Not lose you.
But yeah, it was funny because I see her being next in line, and I'm like I'm waving at her like tongue out and shit because that's what friends do, right? We joke at each other. And she had her experience with Scott, and how was that, Laney?
I don't remember it. No, he was like, I don't know. He said something about doing good things for the nerd community, like something about my work being good for the nerd community or something. And I was like,
So Laney has no idea what the fuck happened, but she met Scott Snyder. She had a great time. She got a picture. Her picture with Scott is this.
Awful.
If you notice the arch in the top, that's a nerd arch. Laney was nerd arching.
Nerd arching.
Yeah,
never heard that term before.
Yeah, you were leaning forward a little bit. Like, oh my god, this is actually fucking happening. And this is probably what you guys experience when you meet Laney.
People take pictures with us.
So at the end of the day, understand everyone has another hero. I'm really happy that happened because that was fucking hysterical to witness.
I'm really happy that happened also. I wanted to meet Jorge, but that didn't happen. So
I'll let you know what the next podcast, what next Comic-Con will be at. But so that made Laney's Sunday. I think after that, I don't think I saw you.
We found Ming.
Oh yeah, we hung on with Ming.
I did the Whatnot app live stream with 30.
That was before that, yeah.
Oh, that was before that.
That was
it.
Yeah. Sunday was dope.
I couldn't find Lisa or Christian at all anywhere all Sunday.
Yeah, what the fuck are you guys doing Sunday?
No service in the fucking con. I didn't.
Yeah, we were in one spot just in cosplay the whole time, right at that.
What for?
Kind of where the exit is.
By the escalators with the big windows.
Like, you know, there's an escalator to go up to the cosplay alley area. We were just like in the main. There's
right
a big.
Yeah, the main entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, where like all the like anime shit is.
Yeah, we were just there the entire day. I don't even
think because last year I definitely had no problem with cell service the whole day because I remember taking stories ongoingly, and this year my phone was not. It was like being at a music festival. I had no fucking service.
Yeah, Sunday was nuts. I think Sunday was, which is weird because Sunday was bigger than Saturday.
Sunday was busier than like Friday.
Yeah. I think between Thursday and Friday, we won't know what the fuck is the busiest. But it was nuts. What you guys do Sunday afterwards, you all met up, right? And
yes.
Actually, I was literally about to like go to bed, and then Lisa texted me and was like, hey, we're walking over now. And then I sent them to the wrong hotel.
Forgot
It
about
was like
that.
Marriott
Right.
or something. So we're like, cool. And we just like went to the Marriott and it was not the same.
They walked like all the way to Times Square and I was like in Midtown. And then Woody was like freaking out because he was like, oh my God, why did you send them to the wrong hotel? No, you're not helping my anxiety right now.
It wasn't even like a far walk. It was like 10 minutes. It was fine.
I felt pretty bad because
we were good.
Yeah, we enjoyed the walk.
I would have been angry. Probably.
Yeah, we were walking off food anyways. We literally kept saying how happy we were to be walking because whenever we like sit down, and that was our only like sit down meal with our friends at this like Asian food place, like it's good to walk after.
Sorry, I'm
it's tough in New York when it comes to all that shit. But after Sunday, we hung out a little bit. I had to fucking clean out, or not had to clean out. I had to. I'm a vendor. I work for a vendor, so I had some shit I had to do, and it was weird. I was really happy that you guys had decided to meet up after the fact because man, it was mad late. We met up over at Stouts and watched the end of a football game, obviously.
But you could tell we were all just like exhausted because everybody was just like on their phones.
We were so fucking tired. I got there. I was like, yo, can I have a double shot of JMO? And the guy was like, oh, you want water first? And I was like, nah, bro, double shot of JMO, water,
chicken
Guinness, and whatever the fuck you're. I'm like, let me look at appetizers, mad quick. And I ate appetizers. Then I felt like the Godfather when you guys showed up because it was like, I'm sitting in the back of the bar,
just at a round table.
At a round table by myself, and like Cole shows up, and like Cole's my road dog. For those of you who don't know, Cole Trace. Today we're recording on your birthday, bro. Happy birthday, man!
Happy birthday, Cole.
We'll see you at MegaCon, and you'll be at San Diego. Duh. Don't be stupid. And we'll definitely see you in New York next year because you're my homie. And so I'm in the back of this fucking thing, and I'm like, hey, I got some friends coming over. I'm not really sure how many. I just need to make sure I see everyone. And I sat in the middle, and Cole showed up, and you guys showed up, and I was like, oh, fuck. I wasn't ready for this many friends. And
all the friends.
Whatever, it worked. And then you guys left. We all left. I walked over and I found this random pub that I haven't been to in so many years. I walked in, and there was an artist that I know. I'm not going to say his name because whatever, fuck everyone. And this artist and I from Spain, him and his wife, and a bunch of other artists from fucking Spain just hung out and drank and bullshit. We had a fucking awesome time. And then I got back to my place at 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. And I had my buddy, I let my buddy sleep in my place, JJ. He was like, yo, bro, what the fuck were you doing? And I was like, just having a good time. And then and then Monday morning was tough. I think, when you're traveling for a con, man, that shit is tough, man. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, I was princess passenger, so it's not tough for me.
I have a lot of energy.
Yeah,
I have a lot of energy. What?
He's like,
it's still like you're sitting in a car.
I did most of the drive. I just make Christian drive out of the city, basically.
So did you drive at all? Lisa, did you drive?
Yes, I drive. What do you mean? I just said I
drove.
No,
did he drive at all on the way back?
Him? He drove. He got us out of the city. I don't like fucking with that shit. And then
yeah, it's a skill set. It's difficult to deal with.
I could probably do it, but I'm like fuck it, and then I zone out and drive the rest of the way.
All right, cool, nice. And Lane, how was your drive out of the city?
I didn't drive at all, and I slept and.
All right, sorry, technical difficulty over here.
Kudos to fucking Woody. At the end of the
Sounds
day,
made up.
Woody, we love you. What's the next cons?
It might be MegaCon for me. I don't know. We'll see.
Do MegaCon. Fuck that. Do MegaCon. Fuck that.
We'll see. For sure, WonderCon after that. Well, actually, before that would be Toronto Comic Con.
But Toronto Fan Expo is different. All right, cool. Laney, let me yawn.
I'm tired. MagFest in
8:30.
Are you gonna go to Meg?
I'm probably gonna go to Mag because it's in my backyard.
I'll be there.
Will you?
Yeah, I'm going to
Where
Meg.
are you going? Everyone from here is like turning Meg into the new Katsu because Katsu was such a.
What's Meg? I have no idea what the fuck
It's
Meg
like
is.
a gaming festival. They like bring in like there's like 3 massive convention halls. Like one room is like indie games, the other room is like console games, and then the other room is what did Christian die?
So trying to try and incorporate cosplay into that, of course, because people cosplay games, so they have a separate room for that. And all right, cool. Yeah, makes sense.
It's like gaming cosplay.
Money.
You can, and it's like a huge party, like all night long, and like the game halls are open 24.
Yeah. It's a 24/7 con.
Yeah.
We currently lost Christian, but cool. We're towards the end. So there's that, lady. And what else?
We gotta speed this shit up, bro. I know I normally have energy, but today is not one of those days because I'm on a special diet right now and I'm gonna pass the fuck out. So
I'm not gonna ask you what the diet is, but yeah. What else you guys have? I know Laney has MegaCon, right?
It might be MegaCon for me too.
We're going to MegaCon, and then we're gonna go to the beach.
All right, cool. So everyone who knows right now.
I mean, I'm not going to Katsu, so I'm probably down. I mean, it's the beginning of February. I have nothing going on. I don't want to fucking be here in the cold. And flying to Florida is actually cheap.
So, you're here first, guys. From Laney and Lisa. And Christian, he's there. He'll be there. The next big con that we're all going to be at is going to be MegaCon.
Potentially.
First weekend of February. Look out for us. I want to thank you guys for coming to the podcast.
Thanks for having us.
Give me your time. Give me a.
That was a heart. My nails are wet. So
is it a Taylor Swift heart? Because that changes the whole game.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, hold on. I gotta fucking show this at least, right? Every fucking podcast I have.
What in the Sailor Mars are you doing over there?
So I got this beautiful fucking piece.
I don't know what I was doing.
Sailor Mars does this. Make her fire blast.
Doing that.
I'll let you guys know if you want to really know who could draw this shit. Like, man, this is an original piece. This is original.
How much did that cost you?
I'm not gonna say that.
A lot of money.
Well, if it's an original piece, it's definitely a lot. It's Taylor Swift.
Well, the artist is a friend of mine, and he's local to my high school that I grew up in. I want to throw his out there. Here's his card. Oh, fucking glare.
Defending art.
Yeah, and I put it on my post and all that stuff, and I'm gonna put more. He already has like God knows how many things he's working on it for me. Because sorry, Swifties, this is how you fucking make money. All that being said, New York Comic Con was amazing. We all had a great time. I want to thank you guys for coming on and just chatting with me. Any advice for any newcomers? Besides, book your hotels beforehand. Book your hotels beforehand. And I don't know. I don't know what else.
Just have fun. Don't be stressed, or else it'll go by too fast, and then you'll be like, "Wow, why did I pay for all these things and spend all that money?"
Oh, drink alcohol before the con. You can't sneak in coffee. So put your Baileys in your
Make
coffee.
sure you're eating and sleeping and drinking plenty of water.
Yeah, hydrate.
Hydrate. Be safe walking around the city.
Don't be Lisa's roommate.
Don't be.
At the end of the day, guys, thank you for coming over. Everyone who's watching and listening. Hope this helps. Take a shot. It's a wrap. See ya.
Thanks, Dave. Bye.